Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to a new installment of the Impromptu podcast. My name is Saito, and I am joined by Dippykun, RaionBomber, Lucifer. How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty hellish, if I say so myself.
That's good to hear.
It's so hot in my room.
Yeah. The heat is pretty strong.
But that'll fix it at some point.
No,
it's hot in his room.
Yeah, it's
my
hot.
fault.
It's hot everywhere.
Cue Nelly music.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, it normally would be a pretty fun day, especially after the insanity that was Toryuken 8 or 7? Is it 7 was it? Toryuken 7?
7.
It's Toryuken 2018.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what happens. That's life. So that was some pretty insanity, but unfortunately, we did have some rather sad news that happened last night. So we're gonna probably talk about that first before we go into our actual usual main formats. For those who are unaware, which honestly it'd be pretty surprising for you not to be able to hear about this, but John TotalBiscuit Bain has unfortunately passed away. The cancer had finally succumbed to everything and so on. So that is a rather hefty loss to the community. He was a pretty important person to like streaming, gaming community, things and stuff like that.
I'd say a lot of communities, yeah. Especially online.
Mm-hmm.
Not me, specifically online.
Yeah, he was a pretty important person, but it's unfortunate that he passed away. I'll even admit to myself that this podcast itself was actually, for the most part, like based off of like what his format used to do, what he would do for the co-optional podcast. The whole like starting out, talking about what everyone's been playing and so on. In all honesty, if I had the means, and if everyone else, obviously, who comes on these things, had the means to like get like webcams and stuff, I would have done the same exact thing where we'd have our faces actually on screen. But that's why I settled with pictures of us, or like profile images at the very least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for him, I would have never got to play like, or even be addicted to StarCraft. Like in general, I've been watching him since like the YouTube days, before even Justin TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never heard about it, but once I heard about it, I try to like follow him and see what he is doing.
Yeah.
I'm watching all of his videos. Like I did a whole thing like last night, actually binging all of his videos, just being sad. But at the same time, I could understand that cancer is like the worst thing like ever in existence. And I hope we legit find an actual cure to cure all of that. But I know that's a wishful thing. But at the same time, man, it's like it actually hurts me. Like this man was like, he's the one, like as you as well. He's the one that actually made me want to do like vlog videos or like videos in general about games and like reviews and all this other stuff besides the other people out there. Like he has put more inspiration to me when I did my first podcast that I ever done, which was like a Stay Frosty Gaming podcast. He was a legit inspiration to me, just like you as well.
Yeah.
And like what JP said, he was a great man. This man did a lot of things to this community. The old, like even the StarCraft community, he kept that alive so hard. Even I wanted to just join in on the fun and just play around and listen to commentate. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's too soon. Even me and JP are saying the same thing. It's way too soon for this man to go.
It was.
But I unfortunately didn't know about TotalBiscuit like until recently. If you guys are familiar with the Philip DeFranco show, I watch it daily, and I heard about the situation with TotalBiscuit and how he's essentially adamant on not like halting his content creation because of the cancer, and at the same time like vowing to battle it for as long as possible because he cares about his family. And personally, that's something I really respect in anyone who like displays these, like this kind of fortitude. And but being a person who's like multiple people in my family have suffered from cancer in the past. Specifically, my uncle and his daughter. Rather unfortunate. My uncle lived with colon cancer for about 26 years. He battled it throughout, and every time he thought he beat it, it still came back. I am very much aware of like how bad, how fucked up cancer can be, and it's really unfortunate to know that this guy not only left hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, like as his fans, but also like he's left a family against his will. That's pretty sad, and I find it really sad that I got to know about this person and his contributions to to online communities and gaming communities and all that through this like set of unfortunate events. But it is what it is, and we can only do so much about it.
Yeah, man. I feel sorry for all of his friends that he left behind too. Like Strippin got it. When I was watching Strippin's stream, when he heard the news, this man legit said he was screaming like WTF so loud, and he legit ran to his wife, and all I heard was crying in the background, and I just felt like I legit just like I couldn't even watch the stream, dude. I actually just grabbed like my vodka and just started chugging at least. I chugged at least one for the man. I was like, man, like
you could only imagine what his family was.
But everybody legit, even me, when I heard that that's the first thing I was like looking at it at the night of when it actually tweeted, and I was like, no, dude, I actually cried, dude. I was so pissed. I'm like, this man gave me so much inspiration, so much motivation to do things. Like without him, I wouldn't be here, like doing anything. Not even my commentary skills. My commentary skills was from that guy too. Let's legitimately. Like I try to do a format where I can speak to people, but at the same time try to elevate it. It was him that actually motivated me to become a person that like this right now. And man, so fun. It's so frustrating.
It's really cliche to say this, but I think it's really like I think it's true that at least he left a lot behind. His contributions they're not gonna go away. That's
I'm happy
the guy left a mark. The guy essentially left a mark on the internet and on a lot of people, like a lot of people, and even people like me who did not hear about him until now. Like this kind of thing, just like it sticks with you knowing how much this guy contributed to the internet. Like when you find out about so many things that he helped build and elevate and like push into like what people enjoy, all these kind of stuff. Like when you know about it, like that's pretty big. And personally, I can only dream of like doing like having this much impact.
Man.
One thing that's also like crazy was like how much he also contributed in terms of like how people like what's the word for it, like consumer rights and things like that, like speaking out for against like a lot of things that a lot of companies would do, like the practices and stuff like that. He would make it aware so people would know like what kind, like for monetization or microtransactions, things like that. Like he would speak out about that, let people know what's going on, so they'd be more aware about that. That was something that was. He was one of the few people that didn't sugarcoat it. Like if a company was being whack and was doing something bad, like he would let people know right away. Like this is something you should support or shouldn't support. What's the ramifications and things like that. That's something that like very few people very few people did or continue to do, and he was one of like the first to do that. And that was like something that's really important that people take for granted, honestly, because if it wasn't for people like him speaking out, like other people, other YouTubers and other just gaming people in general would just sit back and be like, oh, this game has tons of DLC that screws you over. Okay, and they just do nothing. But he would speak out about that. He would let people know. So that was something that was really nice that he used to do.
I think what makes like TotalBiscuit so admirable, on top of all his content, is the way that he took cancer head on. You know,
Mhm.
like I've seen a lot. I follow a bunch of people on YouTube, and I recently found out some of them did not see eye to eye with him. You know,
Mhm.
like essentially, like there was personal things between them, online drama, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
I think it's a unanimous thing that all these YouTubers and celebrities and whatever that know him and know of him, like I think it was a common consensus between them that they still respect his fortitude against
Mhm. At least
you
most.
know
Of,
the illness.
well, at least most of them did. There were some people that I've seen online who said some rather unfortunate things. Let's put it that way about his passing. And all I can say to those people is, well, we'll see how people think about you when you pass on, if they even remember who you are. That's the thing. There's a lot of people out there who were saying some rather like disrespectful things, and I'm like, we'll see if people even remotely are aware when you go, let alone have enough,
Yeah.
let alone care enough to say something about you, good or bad. That's the best way to put it. Like,
Yeah.
me personally, I'm a person who like, I'd say if someone's a good person or a bad person, which for the most part, John Bain was actually like, he was mostly a good person. He may have been a bit brash in some cases, but and may have had a few little hiccups here and there. But I mean, who didn't have a few hiccups? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's human nature.
Yeah,
Everyone has.
But like
be it
other people
positive
out
or
there,
negative.
they are actually bad people. But and when they go, it's like even for those people, like for example, if I can't really give exact names because you know I don't know if those people will report me for this, but there's some people out there who are like truly bad people out there, and if they were to pass on, I still wouldn't talk about them badly behind their backs because like you don't disrespect the dead, good or bad person. That's I mean, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
I mean, dead or not, I think it's a virtuous thing
Mhm.
not disrespect someone,
Yeah.
as long as like they don't step on your on your comfort zone, if that makes sense. Like as long as they don't infringe on your safety, on your comfort, if they insult you, well, by all means insult them back, but call someone out on their bad behavior and
Yeah.
whatever bad qualities about them. But
Mhm.
I personally wouldn't go out of my way to like disrespect someone for the sake of it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
dead or not, like everyone has a positive quality or not. If anything, you can at least admire these positive qualities,
Yep.
especially the ones that you personally don't have.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean you should ignore the negative ones either.
So, it goes without saying, rest in peace, John TotalBiscuit Bain, and I hope that you're resting much more peacefully now that everything's over.
And God bless that man's soul, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But now we go back to a normal schedule. Yo, Ryan, you there? You've been rather quiet this whole time.
He disappeared.
Damn, didn't say anything.
What?
Yo, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Since you've been quiet this whole time, you're going first. What have you been playing
What
lately?
happened?
Huh?
Have you been playing, sir? We must know the deets of what you've been playing. I guess he doesn't want to give us the deets.
I think something's probably going on with his audio. I heard him say something for a second.
Tell him to rejoin and join back.
Yo, if it's screwing up, try joining in and out.
Like a good Boy Scout. I remember that tag motto. Oh God. Stick it in, stick it out.
I will be right back.
Alright.
Guys, just give me a minute.
Yep. Yo, Ryan, you there?
Oh man.
This is good.
I might as well go if he's not.
Alright, you can go then. What are you doing?
Alright. Oh. Man, I was juggling left and right and center. So, right as Toryuken finished and all that, I went to go finish up near Automata.
Whoa.
And yeah. Yikes! I didn't see actual half of that shit coming. Really, I did not. I know the game is pretty old, but I don't feel like spoiling it for someone who has never played it. There's multiple endings, so good luck trying to get that platinum, because it's gonna be a hassle and a half.
I've heard a lot of positive things about this.
And there's one ending that redacts, which I'm not gonna say what it redacts, because once you see that, you'll get a laugh, because you're gonna be like, why though? And it's such a bait and switch. That's all I could say. Other things I've been playing. It's fun. I recommend it. It is a joyride, really. It is fun, through and through.
I heard a lot about the multiple endings, the fact that like a bad experience replaying the game for the other ending.
There is one ending you do get though if you self-destruct right at the beginning.
Oh wow!
Like right as they're on the space, as they're on a ship, you can just self-destruct and there you go. You get an ending. It's a fake ending though.
I mean, you can unplug your own OS and technically get an ending.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. The other one was I played some Battlefield 1 due to Battlefield 5 coming out, and oh boy, we could talk about that later. I don't know, in another section. But I was enjoying it. It was so much fun going back to Battlefield. Just being a medic, going into trenches and bayoneting people like a scrub.
Like Battlefield 1?
Huh?
Like Battlefield 1? Or which one?
Battlefield 1, yes.
Alright.
I was just bayoneting people for like a damn scrub in the trenches. Everyone was complaining on my team, why are you bayoneting, not using your weapon? I was like, I don't know. I haven't played this game forever. They're like, R2's to shoot.
What is the shoot?
Sorry about that. It seems they're having a little bit of issues. My flatmates seem to have lost all forms of electricity in their rooms. I am a lucky guy, apparently.
Luck, boys. Use that luck on me.
You got level 99 luck.
Man, I should go on Dokkan Battle and do me a summon.
Yeah, exactly. Do a multi-summon. You'll get like 7 SSRs.
I have like 3 stones, man.
But I've been playing a lot of. Oh, but you guys continue for a second. I'll actually gather my thoughts a little bit more before I continue.
Huh?
You guys finished?
I mean,
doing whatever.
I'm more or less done my part. I'm still waiting for Ryan to say something.
Alright.
He's alive.
So I might as well finish up just in case. Is he back?
He's
I
back
could
on,
hear him
but
for a second.
I heard a one word and then it cut off again.
Okay, so back to what I was trying to say before. I was playing a lot of Destiny 2. I've been very hooked to the new DLC. Like, I actually been thoroughly hooked. Like, I don't know why people were complaining about, like, these people who complain about, like, Destiny in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how Destiny is with its DLC and stuff. This is, like, I understand what they're going with the actual, like, year 1 would be 2 DLCs. Year 2 would be a big-ass DLC. Then year 3 will be another big DLC, right? The thing is, people didn't understand about what Warmind was about. It was supposed to just fix PvE stuff for people to play. At the same time, make PvP players feel more powerful.
Powerful.
Like, oh my god, it actually was fun. My Warlock has its first glide dance back, train back, where it was like a train, it was like a shift thingy, where I can just do bunny hop bursts all the time again. And I just literally just straight up just throw grenades and just start sliding in, rifting, and just using my submachine gun or whatever I have. It was a fun time. I legit had some fun moments playing Iron Banner. I ran into like a bunch of lag switchers. I could just say that. That's still a thing on the console. But regardless, I'm not like I just go in there every time, binge it for like a good Tuesday, and then Friday or whatever I feel like doing, and then I just stop playing it. But it's like a binge game for me, really.
Oh.
I've been playing a lot of Arcana Hearts.
Whoa, Arcana Heart boys.
Dude, ever since I touched that game again, I told myself I'll never go back, and holy fuck, I told Bill, I told him, I'm back. I'm gonna be playing that game forever, dude.
You're going back to jail?
Oh my god, I already am in jail at this point.
Already in jail? What?
Are you guys playing Monopoly?
No!
Playing Lolly Time, that's what he's playing.
Hey!
Hey, you're alive now.
I play Pro Tech, I
Monology,
play Arcana, I play Heart. Come on.
Yo,
now.
I play Fiona and I play Mayfan.
Yeah, Fiona can go suck left nuts. I hate Fiona with a passion.
Hey, she's a good
The
girl.
way she has her sword and like attack range is so bullshit.
Hey,
Like, you
she's
can go in, anti-air. You got metal. You have a metal freaking thing. Dragon come out of nowhere, bitch. You dead.
well. I use time so that I lose whatever.
That was even worse.
Yo, when it's like oh she's really slow though. Activate time. Well, I guess
You just legit. Legit playing Carnival. You're legit playing Chemical Plant Act 1 Speedrun Edition.
Yep, I'm like I have a normal character now. It's like she's not slow anymore when you have time.
I'm a real girl now.
It's like I got that big ass damage, and then
I've been playing a lot of Nitro Plus as well. Oh my
Damn.
god.
I have
Now you're just hurting
decided.
yourself.
I just decided on a controversial change to my tag.
Okay.
I think
Well,
it's gonna be permanent.
Well, that change won't be shown for today. Maybe in the future.
It's not a problem.
Coming soon, Team TM. Coming soon, TM.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, you guys probably know, I really like Vegito.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Dragon Ball character. And since I'm going to be maining him in Fighters when he comes out, I figured might as well. So my tag is, from now on, going to be Cryptito.
All right.
About to get shot.
Yeah.
Hey, if I get shot for playing a game, I don't.
you win grand finals, you get shot.
Damn.
Yo,
Oh,
kill
man.
Tupac.
That would be
That
hilarious.
Fusamatsu player you played was
Hey,
a
dude, my
blood.
death would be hilarious.
No, the way you win it like at like the sliver of health, both of you. You have no sparking. You just press a low, and he gets pissed off. Because that would be the worst part.
And then I get shot. And
First he would beat you up with his fight, and then not even use the gun. He would just beat you up with the fight stick. Dead.
What if the fight stick? What if the gun is the fight stick?
That would be
Damn.
weird. Yo, that would be the 50-50.
Yo, that sounds like some kind of Ruby shit.
Exactly.
Dude, that would be scary.
It
yo. I'd be
is.
like, yo, IRL shit, yo, I'm out.
Yo, when are we gonna get? When are we? Who's part of the gang and has
God.
a fight stick that doubles as a gun?
You could probably custom that, but that will probably not get through U.S. customs if you're going to tournament U.S.
Yo, that's why you get the parts sent like individually back to Canada.
It would take like 3 years. It'll take like 3 years.
Well, no, it's a price and time sink worth doing.
Yeah.
No, man, you just tell them that just say hail to MAGA Love America, sing "Oh Say Can You See," and then an eagle descends on your shoulder, and you're like, "God bless America."
Yeah,
And then
that's what
you know, they let
a
you
trucker
in.
cap. You have a trucker cap. On.
And
You have a
I feel
Ford
offended
truck.
as fuck.
totally been killed now.
Oh
All right.
Anyway, back to the main topic.
Anyway,
Back to
Ryan,
the
what
good
have you
potatoes.
been playing?
Alright, can people hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
my god. Yeah.
Okay.
What have you been playing lately?
So, yeah. So, let's see. Obviously, the only fighting game I play is King of Fighters 14 because, you know,
Hey.
I have Mexicans around here.
Woo!
Yeah, you alright, you alright. You playing the good game.
Okay. So, King of Fighters 14, been trying to learn Chaos Code. I find it
Oh
interesting.
my god, this man said Chaos Code. Let's go.
Honestly,
Like,
I
trying to
would,
look.
yeah. Honestly, I would love to get Chaos Code, but like the price
That
is,
game is so much fun.
it's
yo.
so fun, but the price is like retarded in Canadian. that's why-
Regardless, it's worth, dude. Once you get
What,
the hang of the
20
game,
It's like $30 here.
it is
Oh,
$3
okay,
there.
Canada. I
But-
forgot.
But I didn't care, dude. Once I played Chaos Code since the PS3 days. Once I saw that come to the PS4, where's my money at? Yo, where's the wallet?
All right, then you get it from me.
Yeah,
then,
okay,
I'll play
that
it.
is a little bit ridiculous. 30, yes, yeah.
Dude, but I got to play my Rue character again, so I'm Gucci. Yo,
Like, I'm trying to learn Lupinus because, like, oh boy,
yo,
she's
Lupinus
just literally
is
just
crazy.
thongs everywhere.
Yo, Lupinus is crazy. If he,
Oh,
oh my
man.
god.
And then I'll just always have a pocket Hikaru.
Yo, oh wow, this man actually has a pocket.
Same.
Damn. I don't
That
even
is-
have a pocket. I just run Rue the whole time.
Just like, man.
Capcom
Alright,
for
so,
life.
Chaos Code, was playing Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Finally got the true ending for that. Got disappointed and went to sleep.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I've heard that from a lot of people.
Like, the true ending
Thank
was
God I dodged it.
garbage.
Thankfully, I dodged that game so hard. I dodged
Like,
it
the
so
game
quick.
itself, like, the gameplay is fine. It's just, it's Reiki Karahawa just not being able to write a good story.
Aw.
It's just he writes a beginning, he writes an ending, but there's no middle. And I'm just like, yeah.
So that was me when I heard about it. I was like, yeet, I'm out.
Like-
Bye.
Like, the biggest reason why I was into it is because it was using, like, the engine from Freedom Wars, which is, like, this really cool Vita game. And it was just
Yeah.
like, ugh. But it just, like, it doesn't
I-
capture that Freedom Wars magic.
Oh.
Why is a awesome, underrated, appreciated game from the Vita that was so cult following? Just for that game, I'm so pissed.
Just like, man.
Just
But,
hearing that alone made me wanted me to throw up so hard.
damn. But yeah, Fatal Bullet stuff. I don't know. Gameplay's still enjoyable, so I'll probably go back and beat it on Extreme and try to platinum the game. I'll whatever. Oh god, that bad ending made me go to sleep. Oh wait, not the bad ending. The true ending made me go to sleep. The bad ending was fine because at least your friend died, and then Kirito was all like, "Hey, I can relate because I also killed people and lost friends too. Don't worry, you'll get over it and move on, and it makes you a stronger person." And then Bain
That should have
character
been true
cries.
ending. That should have been true ending.
Yeah, that should have been the true
That should
ending
have been
because
true
it was
ending.
fitting.
I freaking remember someone talking to me like through the whole thing, just like the back and forth about it. I didn't even care about playing the game itself. I just wanted to know the whole thing. And when I heard that, I was like, that should have been true end. The other one, hell no.
The other one was like literally Itsuki gets away, and I'm just all like, what? We're not gonna solve this? He's all like, yo, it's like, we'll meet again sometime, maybe in virtual reality, maybe in the real world, disappears, and I'm just like, nigga, what?
Man pulled a Goku on you. I was like, see you next time.
Yo, they're gonna like continue that. It's gonna be a to be continued story and Sword Art Online Murderous Blades
Murderous blade.
instead of Fatal Bullets.
That's some edgelord. That's edgelord.
Oh god, oh god.
Instead of
I'm
Fatal
ready.
Bullet.
I can't even laugh at that. it feels true that my
Oh
dude,
man!
my
And then what
eye-
makes it even worse is that all the DLC is built around trying to make Iski a better character because it all takes place before a certain dungeon. And I'm just like, really now? You're trying to give this man character development when you could have did that earlier.
Or you could have been a dialogue selection where you could change it. Like, oh dude.
Oh god, okay, enough about that game. What else has I been playing? Okay, yeah. Oh, might as well say that. Koikatsu! The newest hentai game from Illusion. Oh boy.
Man.
Oh boy, where's these screenshots?
When's that
Where's these screenshots? I gotta show off these screenshots of my crazy creations in Koikatsu.
I don't think I can show those on here.
Don't worry, they have clothes on.
I still can't.
Oh, no, that's too itchy for Twitch, yo.
I still can't.
Itchy.
Trust me.
Twitch
You
is too
can't?
itchy.
You can't
No,
promote? You can't promote stuff?
I can promote things, but I know I can't show like Koikatsu because like that's the kind of stuff that gets me like banned.
Yo, Twitch ain't about that life. They will shoot.
Not even if they have clothes on? That's late.
Yeah, they're really bad about that stuff. Like I remember one person like showed like 1 second of like freaking honey pop and he got banned.
Damn. Well, okay. If anyone wants to see my screenshot creations, ask for a personal message, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, you can post it in Discord. I don't give a shit. But I'm saying I won't show them on stream. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna post them in this Discord chat then.
Spicy Discord.
Yeah, so Koikatsu's cool. It's like a spiritual successor to Artificial Academy. So that was the hypest thing back when Illusion used to make hentai games that, had the anime graphics, and they focus more on AI than, graphics and how quick to get to the sex. It's like, I don't know, my only gripe with Koikatsu right now is that it's a lot easier than Artificial Academy because you're the only guy in an all-girl school. There's no other guys in your way that beat you up because you decided to go eat lunch instead of, like, train for, whatever, Quidditch. I don't know what the fuck sport they do.
Quidditch.
It's just like, yeah, I'm not, like, and I'm not sure if you could get punished for having multiple girlfriends. Like, I'm thinking I don't have a single girl in the game with a yandere trait, so that's probably why I'm not getting punished. I need to make one.
No, I think your frame there is just really good.
Oh god.
I
I do like the fact how you could actually like walk around the school and do all that fun stuff and just like, I don't know. Then there's like story events and all this. I don't know. Customizing's just really top tier. I mean, like console games should be ashamed about their customizing when this hentai game lets you color the light reflection in someone's eye.
Whoa.
Damn.
That is some like
That's like next level. That's like galactic brain customization right there.
that's like Intel processor Extreme Edition freaking brain, yo.
Ooh boy. Koikatsu's doing too much. Mod community's already just too much on it. It's just woo.
I'm looking at it as we speak. Oh my lord.
Sometimes I wish some games would have customization in this at this level. Like there's a lot of games out there that like their customization is like total garbage in comparison to everything else, and it's like and then we got like these random things like a hentai game that has like amazing customization, but like because of the nature of the game itself, no one will like think twice of like actually playing it or anything like that. Which is
like if Xenoverse even had half the customization Koikatsu had.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Woo!
Like like we got games like Xenoverse, so like there's barely anything that counts as quote unquote customization, and people are like, "Oh, look at my," I don't care, dude. Everyone looks the same, especially when the clothing is tied to the stats. It ends up becoming like a homogenized thing, where everyone kind of looks the same for certain builds.
And QQ Bang was fucking retarded.
I didn't even bother.
You know the best part, the worst part, I mean, about Xenoverse on PC is the fucking mods.
Hey.
The best part?
No, the worst part.
Yo, I like playing as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't even ask me what I'm playing.
I was just about to say right now. What have you been playing lately?
Explain Teletubbies.
Well, aside from the obvious Blaze Blue and Dragon Ball Fighters, getting into the niche hobby of playing this underground fighting game called Dragon Ball Z Hyperdimension.
Yeah. So the classic Super Famicom fighter.
Yep. This game is my childhood, and I've combo in it until today.
It's a great game. It's a little
I'm
bit.
hitting my boy Vegito, and I'm trying to get a juggle combo right now into his ultimate attack, but alas, that's kind of hard.
Yeah. It comes from a very old time when like fighting games were a lot. The thing about it, it's like even back then, these games had smaller rosters because of just the nature of like size limitations and things like that. But they would go like above and beyond in terms of like making every character be unique. Even when something like, for example, like a character that falls into a certain category, or like all the Saiyans, for example, they all play very differently. They all have very different normals. Their specials are all kind of different. But they kind of, when it comes to like their Ki Blast specials, they kind of fall into the same kind of thing for the most part. Like they all have a big fireball, an anti-air fireball, and then a chargeable one. But I'm saying, other than that, like all their actual specials are all different, which is good.
Yep.
Something that we can't say about a lot of other like fighting games in more recent times, especially even with fighters. A lot of them kind of follow the exact same thing, where it's like some of their normals may be different to an extent, but you play 2 or 3 characters, they all play more or less the same. They can learn a thing or two from Hyperdimension.
To be honest, I would have preferred if Fighters was essentially Hyperdimension. But more characters and no tag and maybe like an overdrive mechanic like Blaze Blue.
Yeah. As much as people want to give overdrive shit, it's actually like it's a good mechanic for that kind of game. Like, especially for these anime style games with their insane pressure and offense and stuff like that. A mechanic like overdrive is a good mechanic for that. As a defensive mechanic, in my opinion, and as well as an offensive when you want to cancel off of your own moves. It's like a necessary evil, you could say.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it. You know, honestly, I think I wish Sparking was more like Overdrive.
Yeah, same.
I wish
the
Sparking
game
was
was. I really wish the game. Okay, so like I really like the fact that tag. Don't get me wrong. I just think Dragon Ball fighting game would be even better if it was a 1v1 game.
Yeah.
That's why I never liked Xenoverse much, because like the aspect of the whole 3 people at once just felt really lackluster. There's only so much you can do with like more than 2 characters on the screen. And I'm talking like hardware limitations.
Yeah.
Like software limitations as well. You cannot. It's really hard to program this stuff. To like Dragon Ball fans want. They want every ultimate attack to destroy the planet. They want clothes to get torn up as you fight. They want every character to have multiple options for their moves. They want all transformations. They want all this stuff, and they want destructible stages. And everyone was butthurt about Xenoverse having the like when you do a blast on the ground and it shows like the crater and then it disappears. Everyone was butthurt about it. But you know how much it would lag the game, especially for online, if you kept those craters in place. Do you know how much it expends out of your GPU to just like draw those and keep them on the stage?
Yeah.
And like the only game that managed to successfully do the destruction and make it permanent And I'm not talking about like full stage overhauls, like when you blow up the planet in most games, and you know, I'm talking just about like crater damage and what was it? Ultimate Tenkaichi, and that stuff was fake.
Oh my god, no, let's not talk about that shit, please.
Exactly.
I mean, it still had the best character creator that actually talked.
Yeah,
I would
that's
drink
true.
gas fluid than that. Oh my god.
No, come on, that's too much. I think, I don't know, in my opinion, Ultimate Tenkaichi was like a 5. It wasn't that bad.
Man, that game was a 2 for me.
His creative character was a lot better.
It was Street Fighter 5 before.
Okay, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because 2 was actually hilariously with the 8. That's about it. Other than that, I hate the rest.
Personally, I actually disliked Raging Blast 2 more than Ultimate Tenkaichi.
Raging Blast 2 can just never exist, please.
We had a fun experience playing Raging Blast 2 the other day, didn't we?
That wasn't fun.
That wasn't fun.
I was being sarcastic.
I wish I was there to see that, because I would just laugh at it so hard, just be like, I'm done.
That was just pain. And it
Yeah.
had nothing.
It
had nothing to do with the controllers either. It's just the game itself was just not good.
You look at the game, you just throw your Xbox out the window.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, sadly the Xbox wasn't ours, it was a friend's.
Yeah.
And you told a friend to punt it for you.
No, you just throwing it out and just
No,
be
man,
like,
he
I
can't-
can
he
get
can't do that.
for free.
He can't do that. He has to play. He has to have Xbox 360 to play Shrek.
Oh god, Shrek.
Wait, what?
Shrek Super Slam.
No, that
Oh,
game was fun. That
the
game was-
greatest game.
That game was fun. I'll give it that. That game was fun to play.
It's like bootleg Power Stone.
I mean, can you really call it bootleg when Power Stone refuses to exist because Capcom forgot?
I mean, it's not the.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not really that they forgot. It's just that when they did it, it sold so poorly, even for back then, that it's like it's not worth the resource to try again.
I'll give it that. Especially since they did the collection and there was like, fuck it, we did the collection.
Yeah,
People who care will get this.
And like no one bought it, even with that.
I actually bought that with
Same here.
real money.
Same here, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like most people, like 90% of people didn't, which can
Wait,
be
what?
it can be attributed to the brand itself just not being like as strong as we think it is, or it could also be because it was on the freaking PSP.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Like in all honesty,
Still though,
that's like a whole nother like discussion about like certain games. Like even Irregular Hunter X was an amazing game, but it was on the PSP, and like the DS was already destroying its ass back then. Let alone how it ended up destroying it even worse as years went on. So it's like, if that game were made on the DS or 3DS, it would have done much better. But that's its own thing. So is there anything else you've been playing lately?
Well, I did mention BlazBlue.
Yep.
Last week at Toryuken, I did really bad with Dragon.
We'll get into Toryuken as its own thing when we're finished this full part.
Yeah, but essentially what I wanted to say is I went up against really good players and managed to hold my own. Given the fact that I'm really new to the game and fighting games in general, I was really happy. So I've been grinding BlazBlue a little bit more recently.
Okay. Alright, as for myself, in terms of things that I've been playing, honestly I haven't been playing very much at all, outside of like the small things I try to practice with.
That's what she said.
damn.
Why you gotta do them like that?
Yeah. Walks out. Sees himself out.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm so mad that I'm not at Combo Breaker. Ugh.
So I've been playing a little bit of Bishoujo Senshi Sailormoon S on Super Famicom. It's one of those games that I used to play it back then when I was much younger, but being able to actually know that there's a real competitive scene for it is really great to hear. So now I'm like even more determined to play it more often.
Haha, determined Saito.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa. Playing what's it called? that one freaking game called again? I've been playing a little bit of Bloodstained Curse the Moon. It's like a weird, like 8-bit sort of spin-off game. It's more or less like if Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is the Metroidvania or Igavania clone, then or successor, then Curse of the Moon is like classic style Castlevania, but done by like not Konami. It's almost the exact same thing. It's basically Castlevania 3 with like the serial numbers like ripped off. Like you scratched off all the serial numbers and names versus Castlevania, and like say but it's like the same thing. It plays very similar. You have like multiple different characters with their own abilities. It's all like level based, things like that. It's very fun. I'm playing it right now on PC, but I'm waiting for my Switch code to come in because I backed the game back in the day. And they're like, yo, we're going to give you a code on Switch, but we're taking too long to actually send them out to everyone, so here's a PC code in the meantime. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Okay. But like, how come the people on like the eShop and the PSN store, they can buy it right now, but like us backers who actually put in money for your game to exist, we have to wait. That's dumb. You guys are dumb. Where's our release date? So that's the thing. Weird note, I've been playing a bit of, as sad as it sounds, I've been playing a bit of fucking Power Rangers, what's it called? Legacy something? Let me see.
Legacy Wars? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing a bit of that, honestly.
Power Rangers Toryuken win, yo.
No, this game is not something you'd want as a competitive game.
No. It's footsies and rock, paper, scissors. Those things that people hate. Well, people love footsies. People hate rock, paper, scissors.
I don't mind that, yo. Let's do.
Nobody plays DOA 5.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people didn't play DOA. They're not gonna play Power Rangers.
Shots fired.
Especially when like these characters are like there's some characters who are like by seasons or like they're limited time. Like for me, like I'm lucky that I pulled the Ryu stuff. But like no one has been using him. I'm like the only guy who has Ryu from what I've noticed so far. So like
I haven't pulled anything. Ugh.
Yeah, I managed to get him. I wanted to get Goki or Chun-Li, but I didn't pull anything from them. And now that the whole Street Fighter thing is over, unfortunately.
Right.
So it's like I don't think I'll be able to level him up anymore because like nobody else has Ryu shit, weirdly enough. So I can't go into so even though I'm in like one of the more popular groups or clans, I'll be like, yo, anybody got Ryu shit? And they're like, nah. I'm like, god damn it. But yeah, it's actually it's a pretty decent mobile game, surprisingly enough, which is shocking considering most mobile games of this nature tend to be pretty lackluster. I don't like the fact that it uses the whole like shards or fragments system when it comes to like character unlocks and whatnot. I think that's a system that it's a system I really don't like. Games like other mobile fighters out there, like Tekken Mobile did this, and I think there was a Star Wars game, Star Wars Galaxy or something, or Galaxy Heroes, is what popularized this. I don't know. I'm not a fan of these games doing this sort of thing where instead of it simply being, you pull from a box a certain character and then you get them, now it's like, oh, you pull from a box, you get one fragment or two fragments, and you need like 10. So it's like, go great. So I gotta pull even more boxes. So it's even more like time or money wasted to get one single character you'd like.
Right.
It's so annoying.
God.
I was like extremely lucky that somehow I got Goki or Akuma in the Tekken Mobile from the same sort of system. And what's so sad though about, for example, for like the Akuma one, or even for Legacy Wars, is that they'll have a box and they'll be like, oh, here you can pay actual money to get these characters. But it's not that you get them immediately or you pull them from paying money. It's like, no, you pay money for a chance to maybe get them, and it's like, what? And these packs will be like ranging from like $6.99 to like $139.99. Now, like, you could pay potentially $140 for only a chance to get Akuma. Like, really, really, nigga? Like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's fucking retarded.
It is. Like, there is a chance somewhere. I'm sure it's a low chance for it to actually happen, but I mean, there is the potential chance for someone to spend $140 for these like tokens that lets you unlock crates that are Akuma themed, and you could potentially not get a single Akuma part or enough to get him with those tokens. That to me, like, that's when like you like nuke the whole planet.
Been wanting
Reminds
to
me
do
of
that a
my
long
friend
time.
spent like $450 on DOA Venus Vacation
Oh God, that's not good.
just to get one of the new girls. Oh God,
Oh,
why
God.
why is all the new girls based off of Honoka and Mary Rose? Oh God, DOA 6 is gonna be cancer. I could feel it.
Yeah,
Hanukkah was best girl though.
Nah,
I don't know why they're I don't know why they're cloning it though.
that's some really strange ways to pronounce Leifang, but all right there.
Like Honoka has potential to be cool, but like so far it's just all like, oh, I'm worried about my grandma, and oh, I have the same powers as Raito, so I'm just like, okay, don't add story mode DLC, just give me more costumes.
Raise his hand as a Hanukkah name.
You know
I mean,
what?
Honoka's cool. It's just
Dude,
Depending on how they
I
like,
just
present
freaking
her.
sidestep every person in the freaking online community. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Nah, let me give you this real quick.
Let me just I just hope that here's the funny thing about for DOA 6 is that like it'd be cool if it happens, but at the same time, if they don't bring back the Virtua Fire characters, I honestly won't give a shit.
Now here's
That
the
is
thing.
the biggest thing.
What if it wasn't away? They were actually making a virtual fighter the
Huh?
whole time. What if they were working on a virtual fighter this whole damn time and it was not DOA?
It'd be nice, but
That would actually be hella good. And the funny thing is about it, I think it could be a good thing to maybe switch people on it. Just make it look like it is, but it's DOA, but it's virtual fighter. Oh shit!
yeah, it'd be great to get a Virtua Fire 6, but Sega is a rather what's the nicest way to put it, retarded company. So I don't think they're gonna do it.
Now they haven't been they haven't been like saying anything to the fans recently
they're
about
still
any
pretty
games.
retarded.
They're pretty retarded.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not saying any updates about any games whatsoever, E3 or anything. I'm just laughing about it. Kind of funny.
Like, all
closing-
Sega cares about is Miku, Sonic, and Yakuza, and it took them like 7 years to care about Yakuza.
Mhm.
Dude, I wanted to punch them in the face when they started liking Yakuza. God damn, what took you so long?
Yeah, but
It wasn't selling.
But anyways,
Fuck that shit. I'll still play it.
Alright, closing statements before we go to actual first main topic. Speaking of Bishoujo Senshi Sailormoon S, that's a game that, quite frankly, I feel like any person who likes like traditional style fighting games and they want something kind of like Street Fighter, but they don't want to play like Street Fighter 5 because it's not very fun for most people. Honestly, I'd say people should get into Sailormoon S. It's a very like quick game, like because damage is like stupid. Damage is ridiculously high. Characters hurt a lot and they move very fast. Especially since you can backdash or forward dash cancel all your normals almost. So like you're almost always kind of safe, but you're also always not safe because everything hurts so much and people do crazy moves and everything. What's cool is that you can guard cancel any special move in the game, which includes like DPs and command grabs and a bunch of other stuff, which is like insane. You could actually guard cancel a super move, for example, if you have the finger speed for that. So and supers do like over 50% damage in most cases. And what's nice though about the game is that every character is viable, like actually truly tournament viable, which is something that I didn't realize when I was used to play this game when I was younger. I used to think that like Pluto, Mercury, and Chibi Usa, I thought they were all shit, honestly. And then like Toryuken, for example, opened my eyes to see like these characters have a lot more potential than I thought they would. While obviously the top two are still Jupiter and Neptune, you can't like sleep on any character. Everybody's great. Everybody's got some crazy, wacky, like broken stuff. That's the thing about the game itself is super fucking broken, but it's also it's a weird way where everything is broken, but everyone is like together, broken together, so it makes it balanced because of how broken it is. You know what I mean? It's not like other games where like only a couple characters are broken, the rest of them are kind of bad, so it makes it like very clear who's good and who's bad. And this one, everyone is viable, so just choose someone or choose two characters you really like and have a go at it. And there's a lot of communities out there who are like trying to like push this game forward. Hell, I think Combo Breaker has a major tournament for it going on. I think tomorrow. Not sure when, but I'll look into that and maybe put it up a link for that in the future. But Combo Breaker will have it. Toryuken had it last weekend. I know Canada Cup is gonna have it during October, but details for that.
Wait, Sailor Moon for October? Oh no.
Yeah, Sailor Moon's gonna be at Canada Cup, dude.
This makes me just not want to go to see Otaku. Just so I can laugh at people bodying people with Mars mirrors again. Oh my god, that shit was funny.
I use it. I actually did do pretty well against Mars.
While everyone was like watching, like while everyone was like doing other stuff, dude, I went back to the venue. Dude, people were doing freaking money matches in freaking Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I was dying.
So,
there's Mars mirrors so hard, dude. I was dying.
Yeah, that game's super. It's so hype. It's so like crazy.
Dude, I was like, yo, I played Justin Wong. I was like, yo, let's play for a bit, Justin. Yo, Justin mollywopped me and freaking. I was like this to myself. Fuck Mars mirrors. I legit say fuck Mars mirrors. I cannot play another Mars player like that. It was so bullshit.
That's all. It's like there's other like fight games out there where it's like you say they're like you call them a waifu fighter, and that's it. I mean, it's like it's a waifu fighter, but it's like a bit.
Nitro Plus is a waifu fighter though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like other waifu fighters out there, they're a lot more like I guess you could say lighthearted, but this one it's like.
It's savage.
No,
it's like the gutter.
Yo, it's not. It's not. This game is not a waifu fighter. This game is waifu cockfighting. It's much more like brutal.
No, as I said, it's basically Fight Club. You don't talk about Sailor Moon when you're.
I'm gonna talk about it all I want. I'll break. I'll break
before
rules.
Somebody comes in.
I'm gonna break rules like 1 2.
Dog. Someone comes in Reservoir Dog style. It's like,
what you doing with there? Talking about that? Talking about what we shouldn't be talked about? I'm like, I don't care. Anyways,
whoa.
Alright, so I guess we can go into our first true main topic. Toryuken 7. How'd that been for you?
It was a pretty good experience for me that I go to. Really fun, you know. It was exactly as I experienced, and I'm not exactly the to like meet and get to know many people, but I did get to know a few, and that was good. And hopefully, like next time I go to a tournament, I know what to focus on. You know, getting to know people, adding different players in different games. And generally, you know, the more people you know, the better you become. You learn from them. That kind of deal.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things where if you're not familiar with that sort of like, what's the word for it? That type of environment, it is a bit of a shock at times. But now it's a good thing that I guess you could say you popped your tournament V card. So now the next time you go, for example, say for Canada Cup, if you do end up going, or maybe next year for Toryuken 8 or anything like that. Now you know what's up, and you're gonna be a hell of a lot more prepared now in comparison to before.
Yeah. I think. See, the thing is, for I took the time to practice for Dragon Balls because I entered and I took my time practicing Dragon Ball, and I kind of felt that I didn't play Blaze Blue that much. But when I went in and I played, I got pretty quick. And that was kind of because I just wasn't feeling the game that day, but also because I'm whack, you know, I'm not that good. And then I go play Blaze Blue, and for a beginner, you know, for a player that's only been playing it for what 2-3 months now, and 3 months is like a stretch even.
Yeah.
And I was doing well. I was being praised by really good players. They were saying like keep it up. You know, that was pretty good. Like it was very uplifting for me. That was a really good experience and kind of made me want to play Blaze Blue more, which I've been doing.
Yeah,
actually.
boy.
Let's
just hope that it lives, because like now we have cross tag battle getting in the way of things. Let's just hope that Central Fiction still gets supported, because like I personally think that they shouldn't like combine the two. They should be treated as separate games, and they shouldn't like cut off the one just because the other one came out, because they're two completely different games. It's like saying, oh, we're not going to run Street Fighter 4 anymore because Cross Tekken came out. You know what I mean? They're two different things.
Here's the thing: Mori is a different person. He said himself that he will continue updating CF regardless of cross tag. And here's the worst part about it: people are already complaining about cross tag because it's out in Taiwan.
Oh wow.
That's so heads up if people still want to play episode mode. I sure don't.
People want to what?
I said heads up to people who want to play episode mode. Just watch out and just delete your history of any BB tag related stuff. Just saying, you might get spoiled. You plebs out there.
Yeah.
The Ruby one's already out there. That's the funny part.
It didn't take long.
It took like a day.
Yeah. Speaking of, what about you, Dippy? How was your experience for Toryuken?
Second outing of being in a major, actually, it was very spook and very weird because I was so fixated on playing a lot of Uranus that I got bopped so hard.
Oh.
But because I was so like, okay, Uranus, I can do good in Uranus because I know for a fact my Uranus was not bad. But I picked the wrong characters for the wrong matches, and I feel so jank about it. But at the same time, I learned so much shit from like playing Blaze Blue. I'm like, okay, I know where I need to fix. I know what I need to do to whatever, and literally I need to go to casuals more, because honestly, my local scene has been telling me to come. And I need to heed that call and start learning damn matchups. So when I go to see Otaku, I don't get blown up like a Christmas tree.
Or blown up like an inflatable balloon man.
Yeah, but honestly, it was a fun experience. It was fun commentating. Like I actually legit got to commentate properly. A top 8. Yeah. Like that. You would. I was gonna tell Brad. Like what went through my mind, but that mindset of me commentating a top 8 was just like, oh my god, I actually commentated a top 8. If I can legit like understand what I was saying better, I can probably get a better understanding of what I did wrong.
Yeah.
But now that Bram told me I should fix a few things, I'm gonna get good at it. And once I do, Mom's your uncle.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that he couldn't join us for this, but
it's understandable.
Yeah, because he was feeling very tired. That's why.
Hey, dude, even I am dude. When I got home, dude, I felt like Yamcha. I legit passed out. I felt out like Yamcha, dude.
Don't talk shit about my boy Yamcha.
Dude, I passed out like Yamcha, dude. I woke up like Yamcha.
Yeah.
For the past 3 days, I could not even. and I was sleeping. I felt like I was Vegeta in the hyperbolical time chamber, whatever spaceship he was. I forgot the lore.
Okay.
But- How about you, Sato? Actually, I wanted.
As for myself, honestly, kind of a mixed situation. Honestly, it's like mostly good, but a few minor things that didn't. I guess it's kind of a weird thing. I could honestly describe it as a 7 out of 10 experience.
7 out of 10. Well, too much water.
Yeah, basically, that's one way. That's like the humorous way to put it. Where 7 out of 10, too much water. But I won't go into any of the negatives here because honestly, I already typed out all my feelings about that the other day. But as for the positive sort of things, first things first, I was surprised at my performance in Sailormoon, which was like surprising considering like I never actually got to practice with like people properly. Whenever I try like get someone like, hey, can I run some games so I can actually get some like people practice like in more recent time.
I didn't get to fight Bram locally, and I'm so pissed about it. That will hold out. He was gonna hold that against me so hard. I wasn't fast enough to actually get a match with him.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest, I think given how he was doing that day in the tournament.
What?
Yeah, like, dude, he was on fire that day. I don't
The
think
man
anyone
looked like
could've
he
stopped-
wanted to end somebody's life and play Mud
Dude,
while ending someone's
Dude, if
life.
it wasn't for the bracket reset, he had a clean 3-0, 3-0. You know, the bracket reset was just like, it tired him out, but he had a clean.
I told him, you gotta pace yourself. Don't go full throttle on what you're doing, because that's how that's how they get you when you're doing a bracket reset. It will
I don't
pop
think
you
it
really
was
up.
that.
No, actually, no, it's endurance. Like, if you know what you're doing and you're pacing yourself, your defense is fine. You don't get blown up too hard or get hit on certain punishes. You could actually endure the reset.
Dude, he had 3 perfect wins against.
Yeah, he could have done it. I don't know what he was missing, but I hope he actually does it again and wins it this time.
What
next
happened is he got tired. What, he played
He
10
was-
matches. He
He
had to play.
turned Super Saiyan God Goku and then passed out.
Dude, he played a lot, you know. The day, like, he wasn't very, from what I could understand, he wasn't very prepared, you could say.
And yet,
He wasn't completely prepared on the first day, so that's what put him in the losers, because he was doing really well to start. It was the guy who beat him in the finals that put him in losers in the first place. So I think like his skill was like he wouldn't have lost. Like he would have stayed in winners if he didn't go up against that guy. But
Rakir? Yeah,
Rakir.
Oh my God.
But he just happened to play against early on, and well, he wasn't as paired and as like energetic as the second day. That I can tell you.
The best thing
on the
about it,
second
though,
day, he was playing local with everyone, and you could tell like what happened on stream. He beat Arkwolds like 3-0, and then Rakir he 3-0'd him again, and then the bracket reset. That's when like fatigue started to hit in. You know, like I don't blame him really.
True. The best thing about it though is he got top 8.
Dude, he got second place.
No, he got top
That's
8. You know what I
way more than he
mean?
expected.
You know what I mean, right? He got top 8 in like almost most games that he was trying not to. Like Uranus, for example. I freaking predicted he would be good at Uranus. No one. I saw that on Twitter. I low-key
Dude, he
deleted
doesn't
that
play
so
the game.
fast.
He doesn't play the damn game.
And yet, I actually predicted it and then deleted the tweet.
In fact, he had the disc bit, and then we went over to his place, and one of the guy accidentally took it because he was playing it on his PS4, and he didn't take it out, and I think it's still with him. It's not with Bram. He has not played Eunice in weeks, and that was before Toryuken actually.
And yet he still got top 8. You can't say anything
Yeah.
about that. You can't say
The guy's got skill. The guy's got
the man's insane.
for years now.
Man's
He's been playing fighting games for years. That should tell you a
that's
lot.
the knowledge. That's the knowledge right there, man. That's the tuition that he has for the fighting games. That intuition, though. But back on topic about the whole experience as a whole for me. It was fun meeting you, Spice, and everyone else. It was like a fun time.
Yeah.
Oh my
Pretty
god! Like the whole walking down the street with the meme, dude. Jesus, dude. You know what's funny? The fight thing is, one of my friends, a few of my friends were there, but I didn't see them. They were there for just playing around with casuals. I didn't see them for BB tag. I see them getting their ass mollywopped and then leaving. I was like, no. Like people were mollywopping them with Tager or something. I'm like, uh-oh. Someone was raging over there somewhere, and I see people leaving. Damn, they actually came. Oh, wow. Team Big Boys was at it again. But I'm actually excited for BB Tag as a whole for tournament wise because it's gonna be hilarious. Because I think they're gonna go single limb, best of 3 though. Because it doesn't look like there should be a double elimination.
That's not
weird. It's not good, but if you do double elimination, then it's just gonna be like Shark Tank everywhere with rubies and Gardos.
Single limb also allows like a lot of gimmick bullshit to get away with it. That's what I think.
You know, Lene should just stop with that hitbox. That kick hitbox, please and thanks. I saw that going around. I'm like, no, this is bad. Please nerf that kick.
Why would you nerf a character that's already like bottom tier?
And yet people still get stopped by it.
Okay, then those people are bad.
So it's time for someone to win even with that kick alone. Just block and kick.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh god. But it won't. I know it won't happen. But I'd sit there just imagining someone actually beating a high level player with that alone would just be so hilarious. Fucking god, the salt would go to the roof. Oh man, let me tell you, just a jank game. It's a jank mess.
It's a
And
fun
apparently
game.
31 characters are on disc.
What?
Really?
Yep, 31. People are data mining it so hard right now in Taiwan.
Oh.
31 characters already on disc. Carmine, Ori, and all them are in episode mode apparently.
Oh.
I mean, it makes sense since they already announced.
It makes sense, but at the same time, a lot of people are complaining that Street Fighter Cross Tekken all over again.
I was saying that from the beginning, but you know, no one listens to anything I say.
See, you probably predicted it quicker than anyone
Well,
else. He was on the ball.
Question. Here's the question, though.
What?
Has it been confirmed that it's like the characters and all their data is on disk, or is it just placeholder data?
No, it's
Like,
it's the
just referring
DLC.
to the
It's the
name.
DLC that got revealed so far.
I know, but
No,
like, when
that's
you
pretty
look
much
at the
it.
data,
It's pretty much
when
it.
you look at the data, no, listen. When you look at the data, do you find like the sprites, the information, frame data, the every single asset that is involved with the character, or is it just the names? Because like
So
you look at other
far-
games, like you look at Dragon Ball Fighters, for example. You'll find data for the upcoming DLC characters. You know, all the 6 DLC characters that haven't been released. There's data for them, right? But the characters are like the it's just like 2 models, the name of Cooler and Android 17, and the same thing with Vegito and Zamasu. But there's no data. Like there's data. There's
the
no
thing
assets.
is about it is that people are still cracking that down as we speak because PS4.
It shouldn't be hard if
the Switch version for Taiwan so far. Apparently, I'm hearing a lot of people don't have, so we have to wait a little while longer for that to be for the full game.
Yeah.
And I hope they crack the soundtrack first because I want that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was bumping to that redacted theme, which I'm not gonna say because Arts is cops.
Yeah.
But that theme was whoo. That thing got me woke. Other than that, yes, that game is a jank mess already, and I just want to play a lame game with you. That game, lame game easy. But back to the topic of like other stuff. Battlefield 5, by the way, the controversy about the whole thing right now is pretty weird. People are saying that the game is not like World War II, and there's women in it. It's really stupid. Like the fact that people are actually even explaining it or saying it's not accurate either. It's it's like a steampunk version of World War II in a sense.
I'm looking at the data mine. That's not a new thing. That's the beta being data mined, not
no. That's
actual
beta. I'm saying the full game hasn't been cracked yet. So saying the whole...
Yeah, but I'm saying like the data mine that you.
No, like Arxis Cops
full
is
release
about
data mine.
The fun thing is about Arxis though, they go and shut down on people who actually post sound checks already sooner or later. So download them while you can, folks.
The characters, for example, like in the beta, they already cracked the. They already found like text that refers to Izayoi.
That's
And Blaze Blue.
Man, I was talking about the full game that's been released in Taiwan. People are trying to crack that.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
I'm looking for.
Because no one hasn't done it yet. No one hasn't done it yet.
Then why did you say that they're already cracking it down and?
No, because they want to see
Data.
if they want to see if there's anything else that's there.
But you said 31 characters already
on disc that are the
Where did
DLC
that come
so far. Apparently, people already been saying that that's someone that already looked at.
Yeah, and
the damn
I'm
thing.
looking into that. There's nothing about it.
There's nothing in about it because someone had a source. I don't know who, but it's on the Discord of the BB tag thing. That's what I looked at when I first saw it.
Can you find me the link? I want to actually.
I don't even know. The person just said it and never linked it at all. I was asking for it too, so don't get it wrong.
Well, that's stupid.
That's jank.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a jank mess. Wait, can I get some proof and information, please, and thanks?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I would
Because
like to.
it's a big thing to say there when like the only data mining has been like only done on the what's it called on the beta so far. I am not seeing anything on the I'm checking all.
Somebody already has a Switch version, so somebody actually bought it.
I know. It's you could probably find it if you work for some store like GameStop or something. The game's probably there. They have the physical. Because I'm free. Okay.
Sleep is for the
well,
weak. Oh no. This person said sleep is for the weak. Oh no. Oh no.
The only thing I'm seeing is Ragna and.
But all I want to know is if it's actually true about the 31 characters on disc as well. Like, I'm still curious if that's the case. Because I ain't going to complain about it. I just want to know if it's true or not. So people can stop complaining. Because it sounded like a few people complaining and all of a sudden some stuff got removed. I'm like, wow, okay, people were complaining about it. In a spoiler chat, of all things. Kind of dumb, but that's not a spoiler. That's just bad marketing.
Yep, there's nothing. If that like this guy's.
Yeah, that. Thank you for that. Because
No problem. I'm looking like if this was.
I just want to slap that guy down.
Yeah, if this was true, people would be like going apeshit right now.
And before somebody finds out like the next week or so, and before, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'll just be laughing at everybody who's complaining and just get my popcorn ready. It's like, all right, time to see the shitstorm. Get my umbrella. But anyways, man, I'm just, like, I know I'm probably late to the party with the whole E3 talk, guys. Like, that's around the corner. Let's be honest, that's really close. That's like 2 weeks close. Yeet.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just want no.
Whatever.
True. But there's a lot of things that I'm not sure will be revealed or not at this point, because it just looked like that a lot of things that I want to be revealed are not going to happen because Sony is whack at sometimes at this point.
Well, that's not the only thing that's whack.
Oh my god. I just really want Devil May Cry to be a real thing or actual game.
Oh yeah, totally.
The other thing is to have
that has
like
nothing to do with what we were talking about originally.
Oh no. Rip.
So remember when this was originally talking about like Toryuken experiences and stuff?
And then I just switched off to something else.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I should be getting to sleep.
what?
I'm sleepy. I need to go to sleep.
Okay.
It is 1:57.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I can stay if we're.
Oh.
So Heinz, you've been quiet for a while. What's your take on all this?
I don't know because I didn't go to Toryuken.
I mean, in general. I mean, clearly, talking about that is not like we're not able to actually keep on topic. So might as well throw in whatever you want to say.
Oh, well, okay. I guess with the Blaze Blue Cross tag battle. Yeah, since I did play the beta, I did have to kind of take back what I said. Because on a casual level, it was fun. I'm still not gonna pick it up day one because I gotta go be loyal to fighting EX Slayer.
Yo, this man.
And whoever I wanted to play with due to the data mine, Labrys and Akihiko, whatever. Yeah, I'll just wait for extend when it's in the garbage bin and nobody's playing anymore because Cross Tag Battle 2. Oh no, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle Duo. There we go. When that drops, and they actually have all 60 characters at once, then I'll care.
This man.
Man, I hate.
What a lord.
Honestly, I hate that because, you want to play the game. You don't want to miss out on it, right? And if you choose to wait until full and complete it, then you're gonna miss out on the whole experience, and that's stupid.
I get that because honestly, I don't know. It's really just me trying to boycott Arc System being stupid when they haven't been this stupid in a long time. And it's just they get away with charging $8 for a character. And, those were things that were slightly wrong, but then slightly okay because at the most they were gonna do 3 characters. Whatever. Here they're charging us $20 for characters they have to rework for a 4-button system. Oh boy. Oh man.
2 buttons and just clash and assist. 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 2 buttons and just clash and ass
Yeah. Clash, assist, tag. Oh yeah, there's a button for air dashing.
Oh my
It's
god!
technically it's a 5-button fighter.
It's a 12-button fighter at this point. Just have a
Five.
keyboard.
It's a 5-button fighter.
And for
So like,
someone,
I don't know, and just the
A, B,
roster's
C,
weird,
D, and P.
and just
Oh, no.
like I don't know, just all the signals that Arc System tries to tell us about that game just doesn't add up. Because they said that they they skipped over having an arcade release so they can get it out so Westerners and Japanese, Asians, whatever, can have this game at near about the same time. But then you look at that roster, and the roster is clearly based off of who the heck Japanese people like.
not American.
Boy. And just like they're not considering us either. And it's just like in the end, it's still not gonna help. I'd rather it would have just sat in arcades and got their money their way like they do normally with Blaze Blue, and us taking the weight. And then they want to accidentally dub the game just to justify the $50 price, and I'm just like, and the dub was rushed as fuck. Like, as much as I enjoy English dubs, it's just like that was clearly done over the phone.
Oh, that actually felt like it. Oh my god, please.
Just like Jesus, like
I didn't have any
kind of like I
problems
already
with it.
don't like Yukiko as a character. She talks, and I'm just like, why are you talking? Oh God. And I haven't watched Ruby, so like hearing that high pitched voice all the time is fucking with me. I liked it playing with her. She was fun, but like firing. JK, JK. Oh my God, shut up. Oh God.
What do you want her to sound like? Oh my god, Ragnar, I really love your nice. Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm a 15-year-old girl, and this is what I sound.
This could be a little bit more deep voice. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to characters actually
Hi,
like.
my name is Ruby, and this is.
I don't know. She sounds like somebody auditioning for an anime all the time.
It's like you get the devil himself, and he's like, bow before my might! I am the devil!
It's just like,
This doesn't work.
I did like those team synergy, like wing quotes and intros, though. Those are cool. Makoto and Chie's is nice. Those are nice.
I'm not sure about this, but I think there is like some unique dialogue for when you call assist.
Yeah, there is sometimes.
Oh man.
Or some quotes will instead of saying their name, they sometimes say an alias. Like I know
I just, like-
Makoto will call Azrael. She'll say Mad Dog.
Jougai says the same exact thing also.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that other thing that they did that I thought was Capcom only technology, that cross voice ability for like picking who gets to be English and Japanese.
Mhm.
That's something.
That's
I thought like Capcom kind of owned that, so that's why nobody else did it.
Mhm.
It's just
I think like that should be the norm for like games that have like dual audio. If they allow it, it should be the norm from now on.
right.
Hey Gordo,
Yeah,
Reaper,
I
when you hear
think,
Ruby
like-
screaming.
I think it works best for games that have. Okay, so like Street Fighter and Tekken, they have most of their characters are like from each character comes from a different country, right? So like they're like you have the like people like Chun-Li and Guile and Cammy. You're better off having them with English and having Ryu and Ken in Japanese, right? Because that's kind of like the canon thing. Like their native
Chun-Li
language.
lives in Japan.
Ah, okay. But like Cammy and Guile, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So like having them in English while the others are Japanese makes sense. Same thing with Tekken. A lot of characters are multiple places.
The thing of Tekken is in Tekken they all speak their native tongue unless they live in a certain area. Like for example, like Li Qiaolong
Claudio
and Ling
speaks
Xiaoyu, they
Italian.
speak Japanese because they live in Japan, but despite them both being like Korean and Chinese and stuff. But I'm saying a character who is Korean will speak Korean. A character who is like Brazilian will speak Brazilian or something like that.
Yeah, and for a crossover game like Cross Tag, it's a good thing that maybe you like the English cast on one game, then you like the Japanese cast on another.
That's kind of what I did. I put Persona and Ruby in English, but I made Blaze Blue and Eunice in Japanese.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think like example Dragon. I don't think that like having the option to select which character has which language is a good idea. Personally, I think it just doesn't fit with how Dragon Ball is. It's either Japanese or English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like either somebody gets stabbed or somebody just dies. That's just how that works.
I can't imagine. There's a Kamehameha, and fire Black or Gohan, and then they like shout in Grandma Go voice. It just doesn't fit,
Yeah, I mean, like Dragon Ball in America is a completely different atmosphere than it is in Japanese. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, and I enjoy that. I just don't think it would I think it would be really awkward to have each character have their own language. I mean, not each their own language, being able to
good
choose.
thing I don't have to worry about that for KOF since they can never afford a dub. Anyway.
Oh man.
It's sad. It's very sad, but
bad, man.
out of the 3 times KOF had a dub, it's just like, no, don't even try anymore.
You want to shoot yourself in the foot even more? Okay.
Oh god, KOF 12, as much as it was the demo, they were just all like, hey, we should dub this, and I'm just like, what?
I literally just uninstalled and traded that game back in. I'm like, no thanks.
Oh god, and then like voices for like characters in KOF 13 was already done, and it was in English dub in the arcade version, and then they removed it when console came out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh god.
If you want, I want to go look that up and listen to it.
It's pretty bad. Like it was very
It
clearly,
is pretty.
it was clearly done like as it feels like the voices were placed. Despite it being done, it feels like the English voices were placeholder. That's how bad it is.
That's not bad.
It is really bad.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, 12 had the most accurate translation yet. It's just King of Fighters characters are really cheesy on paper, and so you can't make them cool in English. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because like Iori dies and it'd be like, this isn't the end, you know. Oh god.
Hello.
I think it got off.
I think he ripped his headphones out when he was trying to have voice act.
Uh oh. Spaghetti.
Anyway, you boys gotta sleep, so.
Sleep? You're asleep? You're asleep?
Yeah, I gotta sleep, bro.
I need to put my ass to sleep.
You talking to me?
I don't talking to me.
You talking to me? I tell you I want to sleep. You don't talk to me.
Alright.
I don't even know what that was. Anyway, yeah. You guys have fun. Hopefully, Ryan gets his voice back.
Wait, what?
You cut out for a bit.
Never mind. We can hear you again. You cut off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Discord died. Anyway.
Yeah, I shall be going now.
Okay.
Oh, have fun.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about leaving.
Yep.
Peace.
See ya.
See ya. Well, I guess we can get into the Q&A then, since like keeping on topic is not a thing anymore. Alright, so I guess we'll go in. We got about 3 questions here from anonymous people. These questions, honestly, I didn't screen them before we got them, so we may get some strange things, much like last time. First question comes from an anonymous, and hell, they're all anonymous because people don't want to ever have proper. They don't want to put. They don't want you to know who sent these messages for some reason. Anyways,
That's a good thing.
first question comes from anonymous. They ask, "What's your favorite kind of flower?"
That's a good one. I remember orchids. I liked orchids as a kid.
What about you?
Dang, I really don't know. Honestly, I'm not really a flower type of person. Just, I don't know. Like, the only plant I really like are, like, Yako plants because they're just spiky. Anyway.
It's like a type between lavender, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a peculiar question. I've never seen that coming.
Yeah, just like, I see flowers and I just be like, well, whatever. If it's orange, I like it. I don't know.
I see flowers. That's a good one.
Alright.
Actually.
What's my? I think I know what this person wants to hear. What's my favorite kind of flower? Mine's chocolate. Ha ha ha.
Oh no.
Yo, cookie to whoever recognizes that.
They debated from that. Oh no.
Anyone-
Debated.
If anybody knows what the what I'm referencing with that.
Have fun with that. Guessing that in the comments below.
Alright. The second question comes from an anonymous. This person asks, "Do you smoke weed?" Okay.
Man. Do I say the when I actually tried and attempted?
You say whatever answer you want to say.
Tried that for a week and it was not for me.
420 blaze green, dragon upper, burn knuckle. There, that's my answer.
No. That sounds like the worst finishing move, worse than freaking WWE 2K13's custom creations.
I don't know. I was saying random things.
That would be a funny custom move, actually. I'm gonna steal that. Anyways, what's the next one? I'm curious now with that whole flower thing.
Alright. The final question from Anonymous says, "When are you people gonna grow up and stop talking about Dragon Ball Z?"
I stopped talking about Dragon Ball Z for a long time. Like, I've been moving on to other animes, actually.
I mean, like, that is literally the reason why I watch Kamen Rider, because Dragon Ball Z made me aware about, like, how people can't write.
Oh my god.
Like, dang, like,
You're
you know,
right,
both
you're
of these...
right, my dear.
Oh god, it's just like, oh god, it was hard watching Dragon Ball Super, and I'm just all like, seriously? Seriously? At least GT tried to do something. Super just went and just said, F Gohan and any other character and
No,
any
it's
type
not
of
Gohan.
art design.
Hashtag Nerf Gohan.
Just like, jeez, they built him up for nothing. Super Saiyan Blue is garbage. Ultra Instinct was stolen from Hokuto no Ken. Oh my god.
I still say that was really cool in the art direction, though. It was cool seeing it animated, but I can agree with all of those what you just said.
Just like, you know, as much as people give GT slack, like, I know, like, it falls off. It falls off hard. And getting to Super Saiyan 4 is retarded, but Super Saiyan 4 looked at like was a great design. It was like the finalization of something. It's just getting there was retarded.
The logic on how people get there is so bad. Murder in real. Oh my god, this is a thing I'm retweeting. This is a funny. Oh my god.
Just like, man, now we got that Dragon Ball Heroes like episodic web anime thing. I don't know. At least the writing is allowed to be bad there.
Yeah. It might be fun. Might. That's the emphasis keyword here.
I'm just like, yeah, I just really wish Dragon Ball just didn't continue there. Like, it was already bad enough from the Boo Saga when they dropped the ball. And it's like, Super was just literally like the Boo Saga again, except the whole series.
Boo Saga again, damn.
Like, the first episode was good because nobody fought.
I will say that is true.
Just like, and it's like, all the comedy episodes were the good ones. Whenever somebody started fighting, I got bored.
Man, the thing is, I understand how people got bored, but I actually liked it. It was nice. It was a nice nod. At the same time, they should have done better.
Alright, I will admit, Universe 6 versus Universe 7, that was interesting. And, like, that's probably, like, the best part of the whole thing, honestly. Probably the best fights. But, Tournament of Power was bullshit. Shit. Oh, boy. This is way too much stuff just happened on the spot. I think my favorite fight in Tournament of Power was when the little bug Diamond just ringed out Piccolo, and I was like, yeah, fuck Piccolo.
That's a lot of people getting mad over that.
I don't know, I just cared for the little bug. The little bug was cool, plus it was Daimon. It's like Daimon and KOF throws niggas, he's ringing out niggas, you know, it's homage. Anyway.
Don't wake daddy.
You know, don't wake daddy. Oh man, now I'm even more mad that I can't go to Combo Breaker. Hell, Bacchus is there, fuck.
I missed out my chance to actually even go to Combo Breaker.
That's why you save up and you go to Canada Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually want to go to Osaka because that's like anime games.
Yeah, that's the
Technically.
thing. Yeah, that's the thing with I'm not too. I like to play everything, so like I wouldn't be able to. I honestly wouldn't have fun with at Otaku.
Because I'm gonna have enough for both. Because the way I'm gonna plan it now is like I'll save up for both. I'll buy a pass this like for Canada Cup and then buy a pass for Otaku. And then when the time comes, boop boop.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the only thing I gotta save up for is Yomacon.
Yeah.
Not literally.
I wish I could go for that.
Yomacon.
Yeah, we'll start a Kickstarter for you.
Yo, GoFundMe, XP.
It's like, here's a GoFundMe. Like, please let my Canadian friend go to Detroit.
Welcome to Detroit, where everybody.
Welcome to Detroit. Get robbed.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that. Oh my god.
I have an invol DP. I can't get robbed.
You gotta just
involved DP.
He has to have Raging Demon on lockdown.
It's totally invincible.
Yo,
he does it to everybody he sees.
Yo, I got that move too.
No, he just legit does it automatically. You just get bodied. No explanation how he got bodied.
You get bodied the character.
Oh snap!
That just happens out of nowhere.
There's
It's like you are already dead.
There's gonna be an update coming up on May 31st, apparently for Tekken.
Okay, it's probably just those costumes and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty much most of the costumes except for the summer lesson and we don't get Lars's Sling Blade Rage art. They didn't show that, so that's weird.
Oh, no.
I don't know, but it seemed like it should be tied to the costume. But whatever.
Yo, oh snap! We get the oh my god! My friend's gonna freak out if he sees this.
Like, I'm actually kind of mad at Tekken, honestly. Like, I've been saying this like the whole time. Like, Tekken 7 is a good fighter, but it's a very boring Tekken, honestly.
I enjoy Tekken and as a thing, but watching it esports just makes it a little better. Because when you're playing it, it just feels like, what are you doing? Why am I getting hurt? This hurts.
Like, I don't know, they just dropped the ball on a lot of stuff. Just like, no tutorial, no explaining yourself. Like, they had all the content that people wanted, but the content was garbage, so it's just negated.
even hell, it's also what's the word for it? It's also missing things that were in other Tekken games, like no team battle, which is like weird.
Dude, I would like that to come
Like
back.
the lack of single player modes that people actually like Tekken Bowl not being online, so that's automatically garbage. You play 2,000 matches, you unlock everything anyway, so you have all this fight money for nothing.
Well, I like at the same time, I never even got to 2,000 matches yet.
I just recently got to that probably 2 weeks ago.
And so congratulations, you get everything now.
I know, right? It's like you unlock everything.
Actually grind that when I saw. I uninstalled that game. Let's install that. I was like, but I reinstalled it just because Noctis.
Like, and Noctis was whack too. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I know the reason why they put Noctis in the game. Like, I get why they put him in there, because they were trying to pull the Persona 4 arena. Let's draw in another fan base of from a different genre of game so they can try to play this instead of teaching the people interested with a tutorial.
It'd be weird if the update gives a tutorial. That'd be funny.
It would be funny, but
actually, Harada will do something really stupid. Let's be real here.
Like, he already said that, like, because people didn't play Fight Lab mode in Tag 2, he was all like, I guess people don't care for tutorials, so I'm dropping it.
That's what he says. That's what he says, and then all of a sudden, apparently Ernst was making memes about it. I was just like, oh my god, Ernst, why?
And then it's like, just the fact that he didn't put Kiryu in when he voted and Kiryu placed before the game came out. What the fuck?
I guess it's Sega problems, because Sega was going to say no.
Yeah, that is true. Sega's kind of an asshole when it comes to,
but if Sega didn't say yes, you know how much hype that game would have gotten?
Yeah, that is a thing, because there hasn't been a Yakuza on Xbox or whatever, so they'd be kind of weirded out.
That's why you put like Kenshiro or Kira.
Right. I mean, now they're talking. Yeah, like Harada was actually asking, was like, do Westerners even know about Kenshiro? He was asking that. I was like, first of all, you didn't ask if we know what Idolmaster was, and you put costumes in here for it. So fuck off.
Idolmasters, I'm good. I'm good for that.
Like, I know what Idolmaster is. I used to import the hell out of that game. Nigga, I imported Idolmaster like Platinum Stars, nigga. That game was lit.
Yo, when I heard about that from Cherno, dude, I straight up wanted to go. Fuck.
Like, I used to play them PSP Idolmasters.
Idolmasters, though? VR, though?
Well, the VR Idolmasters aren't that great. Honestly. I don't know. That's just like, the whole point of Idolmaster is idol management. And it's like, if you don't get that, then it's boring.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Gotta love me some Makoto, though. That tomboyish girl who wants to be girly, but she looks good in guy clothes, so you just keep throwing her in there. Anyway.
Which game is this? Idolmaster?
Oh yeah, talk about Idolmaster, Makoto and Idolmaster.
That is true.
So like,
True.
you just keep throwing her in guy clothes because she keeps looking good in guy clothes, and she wants to be girly, but she can't because she's athletic and junk.
That Mika, best girl.
Man, Harada's favorite Idolmaster is Iori.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
A lot of people have different tastes for certain Idolmasters, so it's all good in the head.
But like, damn. That does remind me too, we're not getting the summer lesson clothes because he forgot the localized summer lesson. Oh boy, that was like literally the VR game that was probably gonna actually be decent, and just like I forgot.
I think Asuka was gonna get like one of them. I know that for sure.
Yeah, like Asuka, Josie, it's mostly the girls.
Josie, oh no.
You know, that is the thing about Tekken 7.
Nope.
Like, Tekken 7's roster is pretty weird too, because it just seems like all the new characters are just anime tropes instead of representing fighting styles.
That's a good thing, man. You gotta bring something.
I don't know, like, people keep complaining about Lei Wulong and where is he, but like, no one was playing him in tournaments because that nigga had like 8 movesets, so.
Yep. And yet they complain, like, what is this nonsense? If he wasn't good, then there's no point in bringing him back. Like, hello.
I mean, because at the very least, almost everybody gets played in tournament now. Or like when I last went to my yearly for Indiana, like Naptown Clutch, I was watching Geese fight Claudio, and just like,
yo, Geese.
Geese.
Oh my God, Geese. Geese is so good.
Like Geese was done very well.
Yo,
I'm actually
Geese
surprised they
is
gave him an English voice too. That was nuts.
I'll destroy you all.
Like the voice is nice, it fits, it sounds like Fatal Fury dubbed to me, so I'm cool.
Man's like, you can just go die. I was dying when I saw that trailer.
And then they have the Japanese voice actor do all the attacks. Oh boy.
Alright, anyone here have anything they want to plug or any closing statements?
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter or any social media, really. This includes Twitch, that Dippykun. I stream a bunch of fighting games usually. And do run a net play tournament, which is slowly creeping up to its climax pretty soon in October, or mid-December, really, Midnight Hour TV. You can find that at twitch.tv/Midnight Hour, and that'll be it.
What about you?
Mostly you can find me on Facebook, find me on Twitter, Heinz the RaionBomber, whatever. I'm mostly just sharing hentai and complaining about KOF and how come I can't.
You said.
What?
I emoji. You said hentai. It turns around.
Oh boy. But yeah, I'm mostly complaining about how come I can't punish King's heavy tornado kick on block. But anyway, yeah.
Rip
Oh
your
my
soul.
God. But yeah, so yeah, I'm mostly just talking about hentai and sharing these kokatsu pictures.
As for myself, just gonna try and get onto streaming a little more often, but I can't make any promises on that because my schedule is always a bit strange. But what I can say is that if I do end up getting net play for SNES stuff to be working, I'll probably try and I'll try to stream a lot more like net play Sailormoon, things like that. Maybe even Hyperdimension if I really feel like playing that. But to be completely honest, if that game doesn't really have a scene, unlike Sailormoon, so I might not be taking too much priority on that one. As for other games, I'll do those when I can. Hopefully I can be able to show up for Canada Cup, but not making any promises on that, just hopes and dreams. And that's basically about it. Hope you all enjoyed this random, pretty late night post Toryuken impromptu podcast, everyone.